everybody. I'm Rod Baker with God and Rod. And the thing I want to talk about is change going to come? You know, Sam Cooke wrote a song back in the 60s. I believe it was the 60s. With that exact name, change is going to come. And you know, one of the things that has happened to me over the last couple of years, I have changed my entire life with intention. I used intention and changed my entire life. Now, one of the things I keep saying one of the things that I intended to do was to grow closer to my Creator, to understand more about my purpose. And I had to let go of a lot of things that I thought would go with me to this place, but they couldn't. There was no way that they were going to be able to make it where I go. And because my purpose is different than their purpose. And you know, a lot of times we end up holding on to relationships that we have no business holding on to.
Hi, sir. I have a 12-inch roasted stunning with onions.
Brother, that sounds fantastic. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
There's that for you.
Appreciate that. Oh, yeah. I smell the love. Thank you. Thank you, bud. So, you know, being able to release those things that you know are going to not be able to go with you. And if you don't have the intuition, if you don't have the relationship with a power greater than yourself, God, if you don't have that relationship, then you'll keep floundering. You'll keep doing the same old habits, the same old things that you've always done. You know, I know a girl that she continues to do the same thing she did in high school. High school. That same kind of mentality, to be 44 years old and to still, you know, have the same habits that you had when you were in high school. And then somebody comes into your life and opens your eyes and shows you that there's a better way of life, and you don't take that. That's where your choice is made. That's where God gives you the freedom of choice. Change is going to come. And change will come to that person. I promise you. Change comes to us all. But I don't think that person is going to enjoy the change. That's for sure. That person is going to be forced into change. Because it can't stay the same. We continue to evolve. We've evolved as a people. You know, how many of us still farm our fields with an oxen and a plow? We evolve. How many of us still communicate by rider or even telegraph? Or even telephone, you know, the hardwired phones. Some of you may not even remember the old rotary phones. We evolve, and if we don't evolve spiritually, emotionally, mentally, then we get stuck in a same old cycle, see? We get stuck, round and round we go. Joyce Myers used to say we go round and round on the mountain. And she's right. She's absolutely right. Half-price drinks. So that's what I'm here to tell you today. Change is going to come. You can either look forward to that change, to evolve into that change, desire that change. Know and in tune yourself with God, that, you know, because you can continue to, and I found this with some counseling that I did with a couple of women, that they kept dating the same kind of fellas. Narcissists. They kept dating the same kind of fellas, and they kept asking why. They got to a point where they thought that that was all that was out there available. They did. And the thing about it was they weren't realizing this is who they attract. Wasn't that they were attracted to, this is who they attract. And the way that they attract it is saying, I'll basically take anybody that'll act like they love me or act like they think I'm pretty or act like, and then they sleep with them. Then the next thing you know, there is a hook into each other. There's a soul tie into each other. That's an old pattern of doing things. And it's going to continue to get you old results. If you walk around the grocery store giving out your number to men that ask for it in the freaking grocery store, ladies, and then you get surprised that they show you dirty pictures of themselves, thinking that will attract you. And what's even worse is when it does attract you, that's what you're attracted to. Stay in the same loop. I promise you, your change will come, but it'll be a change you don't want to make. It'll be a harsh change, but change is going to come. Change will always come. It's the inevitability of life is change. And you stay in that habit. You stay in those patterns. You go right ahead. See what's going to happen to you. I like watching. I'm a watcher from the outside of people that continue to do the same thing over again, expecting different results. The only thing is, you won't have me in it. You'll never be in my life again. If I see you, it'll be from a distance. And we won't talk. You won't ever be able to speak to me again. If you're that stupid and that slow that you won't change, you're not willing to change, you're not willing to better yourself, I warned you. I told you what would happen. I prepared you for this. And you don't want to listen to wisdom? You don't want to listen to the evolvement of life? You don't want to grow up? Then stay a child. Stay a child. Get treated like a child. Reap what a child reaps. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of child Jesus said be like with him. I'm talking about being childish minded, not childish spirited. The thing about a child's spirit is they want change. They want to grow up. They want to be better. They want to be older. That's what a child wants to do. A child wants to go out there and see the whole world, experience everything. That's a child spirit. A child mindset is a person who does the same freaking things they did in high school at 44 years old. That's just stupid. That's just stupid. To have no good character? No good character. To rely on other people that have no good character as your sounding boards? When I got clean and sober, I walked into a meeting, and these people had similarities. They may look different, they may come from different cultures, they may be a different race, they may be a different gender, but there were similarities, and they had a life that I wanted to have. It wasn't the outside that made a difference to me. It was the life that they had on the inside, the peace, the confidence, the security of knowing that they're going to wake up and it won't be in jail. If it is, they'll wake up there sober. That's beautiful. To never have to drink or drug again because you're running from something, you're trying to change something, that don't change nothing. It's high school BS. Change is gonna come. I was born by the river in a little tent. Old Sam Cooke. Amen. Good day.